all right. And we are live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Time to boogie. How you doing out there in Happy Land tonight? Sexy people. Looking good, man. A lot of good looking folks in the ideas movement tonight. Glad to see it. Celebration time, right? Go back to 2024 in the house. Going into a new Aeon. A new Aeon. Let's see what we got going on here tonight. Levels. I remind you to hit the like button. You know you gotta keep YouTube's algorithms blocking my parallels. Do it. Get it done. Pick up on your browser right now and type in www.buymeacoffee.com/Frank. Get over there and check out the course syllabus for the 100-day challenge, Pathways of Magic. I don't put the lead in my pencil. You guys know what's up. Some sound checks. No sound. You come in, please. Just check it out. Hear that music? Yeah. Just drop the level on that a little bit. All right. Can you hear me out in Happy Land? I don't see it. What's the sound feedback look like? Let's see. Let's check it out. Not sure if it's working correctly or not. Audio should be streaming. Yeah, it should look good. Don't see it though. Looks bad. Mic volume. Automatically adjust mic volume. Okay, let's try that. Automatically adjust mic volume. Echo cancellation. Reduce mic background noise. Browser not supported for background noise removal. That's kind of a bummer. Oh well, whatever. I'll double check it. On my phone and see if it's working. Join the show, guys. Now's the time. To get it done. This is turning into horse shit right here. Let me reevaluate the mic situation. Why is it just so bad? Why does it always gotta fight with me? No matter what I do. Alright, I'm plugging in my Razer. See if this gives me any better sound quality. Settings, audio. Okay, let's see if that's any better. Is that any better? Can you hear me any better? All right. Audio, Siren Mini. Looking good. Looking real good. Yeah, that's much better. Excellent. I'm glad to see it. All right, we got good audio now, guys. All right. Let's go live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your Grand Wizard for the hour. Esoteric Order of Dagon. Join up today, man. Go to buymeacoffee.com and you can see behind the scenes information on the 100-day challenge, Pathways of Magic. Got a full course syllabus up there for you. Just cruise over there and check it out. Do it right now. You can open a second window, type in the address. It's not hard. All right, it's just www.buymeacoffee.com/Frank Monday. You're going to see some fun stuff over there. It's going to be titillating, stimulating, invigorating, all right? Empowering. Get it done. Hit those likes, guys. YouTube's algorithms, they're barking like Pavlov's dog when you hit those likes. Tail wagging, tongue lolling. Ruff, ruff. They're barking like a dog out there, baby. You know how to get it done. I know you know. I know you know what's up. We got the panel open tonight, so join the show. If you're feeling sassy and talkative, why don't you get in here? Be communicative with old Frank Monday, your host with the most. Broadcasting to you live from the central kingdom of the celestial dragon and twilight zone, old Peking. Far behind the bamboo firewall. I drew a card for the general energies for the show, and I got the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups, it advises that the best facilities in this situation are the intuitive ones. So do you rely on your intuition? Do you let your intuition override your critical factor when you're getting into things, when you're doing your tarot? Do you guys draw tarot cards? Anybody want a tarot reading today? Let's do that. Free tarot readings for everybody out there in Happy Land. If you got a question, let me know. I will I'll draw some cards for you and we'll talk about it. Free tarot readings. I've seen some people do those on panel chats, and you know, that's all right. That's good fun. So if anybody has a question, call into the show tonight. Need a little free tarot reading. Frank Monday is on it. He's getting on it. Like Sonic. I don't know. Hell, how do you say getting on it? What rhymes with getting on it? Don't know. So the Nine of Cups is a water card, right? It's the fruition, attainment, and fulfillment of the watery energy, that mutable energy, the emotional, the loving, heart-centered energy, contentment and joy. How do you achieve contentment and joy? All right, are you content with your current situation? Why don't you take a moment, take a deep breath, hold it for a moment. Oh, and then command yourself to relax. Let go of all that tension, the worry, the distractions, the day-to-day, and just listen to my voice. My voice helps you relax. The natural rhythmic breathing helps you to relax even further. You can sink deep into relaxation, unless, of course, you're operating a heavy machinery or a motor vehicle. Then be chill, you know, stay alert, keep your eyes open. But if you're not, you might take this opportunity to close your eyes and sink deep into the fathomless cavern of total darkness. Can you sense that darkness within darkness? The stars shining in the dark night. What about that Nine of Cups, right? It's all about good economy, brisk business, victory over hardship, getting back in it, right? Getting going with your best foot forward, having gratitude, saying thank you, right? So thank you to all of you out there in Happy Land who are joining me. If it's your first time, don't let it be your last time. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up, right? Check me out on www.buymeacoffee.com/Frank Monday. Join the 100-day challenge today, Pathways of Magic. I'm on day 59 of the 100-day challenge, and I'm about to finish up week 5, which has been all about journaling and daily sigil creation, analyzing my personal notation system. I've been annotating sections of mystical poems and arcane texts, and I've been working on the 5th knowledge lecture, Principles of Communication. Additionally, I encourage folks to write a few lines describing one of their rituals or one of their paranormal experiences or a dream. Have you awoken recently from a dream state and thought, wow, that was an interesting jaunt through dreamland? Were you able to pass beyond the first gate of dreaming and bring back some of that knowledge from dreamland? This is the first quarter of the 10th moon. Master Liu Dongbing of the School of Complete Reality, an ancient school of Chinese Taoism, he wrote a poem about the 10th moon, and it goes thus. He said, "In the 10th moon, plum blossoms bloom, awaiting the early arrival of the spring. If inanimate things can predict nature's way, it would be folly for us not to follow the Tao." I find that to be a refreshing and beautiful poem. In the 10th moon, which is what we're in now, he says that plum blossoms bloom, awaiting the early arrival of the spring. So it's traditional knowledge that, yeah, in the 10th moon, the plum blossoms actually do bloom. And they're predicting the coming spring energy. So we're going into winter. Winter's a time of retreat and death and rebirth, storage, taking it slow. If you follow the natural law, then you see that all of the leaves on the trees die off and fall to the ground, right? They shed their foliage for those deciduous deciduous plants, and all of the energy returns to the root. So the Chinese alchemists would say that since the subtle energy, the core energy, returns to the root, then this is the best time to eat root vegetables, all kinds of herbs and potent root items, right? I guess you psychonauts out there, like your ayahuasca, that's a root, right? Combined with a bark. So probably a good time to do that in the death of winter. I don't know though, you might not want to, all right? I don't know how ready any of you are to face death. Maybe some of you are. Maybe some of you have a shamanistic tent to your life endeavors. Yeah. So free tarot readings for anybody out there in Happy Land. Let's get going. The first quarter of the moon is all about clearing and taking action and starting to build things up. So if you are interested in the future, and that might include the next couple of days, later today, tonight, tomorrow, in the first quarter, it says issues emerge that require taking action or making adjustments. This can be a stage of conflict, but also of building. Things are beginning to take off and gain momentum. The first quarter moon is a time for taking action, not for contemplation or reflection. So get into it. Get into it. Take some action today. And get into doing what you need to do. Get it done. Whatever it is. I don't know what it is. Think of something on your list of priorities that you need to get done. Contemplate it. Make a short list, 3 items. The magical wish list, as it were. Take a deep breath. Hold for a moment. And then command yourself to relax. The longer you listen, the deeper you can go into relaxation. That's helpful because it helps the body to release tension, stress. Stress is a real killer. You guys might know that. So getting rid of any unnecessary, undue stress is certainly a helpful activity. One way to alleviate stress is to head over to buymeacoffee.com/Frank Bundy and pull something in the tip jar. That will give you the joy of sharing. It's really a helpful thing. Quite useful, in fact, to share. I love to share. And like I said, I was offering up the free tarot readings for anybody who might be interested. But if you have a question or concern, put it in the ideas room. I'll be more than willing to explore it with you. What's going on with all of you guys and your reaction to the recent big events in the news? The election has passed. The people have spoken, and they've voted for a new president. Right? It looks like it's going to be old Donald J. Trump taking the reins, taking the lead one more time, which is it's probably a pretty good thing for the world at large. I think that people are more apt to respect him and have greater deference in relations with the U.S. with him at the helm. No better man for the job, stepped forward. That's a fact. The 4-stage process of mastery, it is said, goes through 4 clear and distinct stages. The first one is awareness. So there are 4 stages. I'll mention all 4. There's awareness, recognition, understanding, and mastery. Take an example of something like hypnotism. I was learning hypnotism with a good friend of mine over the last decade. And my main interest in learning hypnotism was for self-hypnotism. Just getting myself breaking trance. So I learned a lot about it. You got to learn a shared language. You got to have shared values and, understanding, this kind of thing. If you study a topic like hypnotism, I'm no master hypnotist, but I definitely learned the basics of the language. And so in the mind, we talk about the mind as having various levels, right? The conscious attentive level, which can be referred to as the critical factor. It's the part of the mind where the attention point oscillates or fixates on the energy egg of one's body, right? You've got this egg of energy surrounding you, a glob of glowing, luminous energy that is the human spirit expressing itself through matter. So as you materialize, you have like shining a spotlight across a range of light. So if the human is this luminous energy egg, then the attention factor, the critical factor, the attention point would be like that spotlight view, taking a shining light and spotlighting across your own energy egg, activating various things within the mind and within the aura that you utilize, that you feel are, right? You're not just that, but that's where your tick-tock, tick-tock fixed attention resides. So shifting that, right, when you become aware of other things, you may shift that attention point, right? Someone walks through your field of vision, for example, you shift your attention to them, you become aware of them. Maybe you recognize them. That's the next step, right? If you recognize and have understanding, then you can move towards mastery of interaction with them. Now, we have a lot of different things coming into play here, so it's a very complex system, right? We have our sphere of direct control, where we can have a control over our thoughts, words, and actions. So we can control those 3 things directly. Then we have just outside of that, the subconscious mind, right? So moving from the attention point, the critical factor, to the next level, that sphere immediately around your energy egg that interacts with it, the medium of the ether, then this is the sphere of influence, the subconscious mind. So let's start with that awareness, right? If you take a moment to once again relax yourself, take a deep breath, hold it for 3, 2, 1, and relax. Mastery is a mental process. So when you're moving from awareness through recognition and understanding toward mastery, it's the interaction of the individual attention point, the critical factor, on the universal mind, which would be the supraconsciousness. So as we go down deeper and deeper into relaxation with natural rhythmic breathing, energy centered, energy focused at the center dantian, take a deep breath again and relax, right? We allow that critical factor to relax, in fact, right? To take a break so that the subconscious ocean of energy, that mutable energy that reaches out into your sphere of influence, can start to become more active. This is the interaction of the individual upon the universal mind. Deep within, the further deeper down you go, from conscious to subconscious to unconscious, we can reach the supraconscious, the universal mind. And that's the intelligence which pervades all space and animates all living things. Sometimes people refer to it as God, right? If you go deep into your relaxation, you might use the incantation of Yahweh, right? The Yod He Vav He, right? Ani Yahweh, I am who I am, right? I am manifest, abracadabra. I manifest into reality through the vibratory formula of the Word of God. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God, right? That mental action, that all mind, that universal mind, the intelligence which pervades all space and animates all living things directly from the Godhead, the omniscient, omnipotent, and omniscient, omnipotent, and omnipresent force of the eternal Godhead. It's with you. You feel it, right? You feel it radiating down from Keter, Hokmah, Bina, that supernal triad of energy that is above and within. All right, it's above you, it's within you. Draw it down into the palace of the mind, and you might touch your forehead and invoke Ato. Draw it further down, draw it all the way down into the body, into the heart center. That's where I like to draw it down, into that root of the heart center, the center dantian, the terrestrial dantian, and invoke Malkuth, right? The kingdom. Our Father who art in heaven, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Draw it further down, past the gate of Yesod, the gate of dreaming, the center of psychosexual energy, and embrace the feet. You got to warm up those feet, man, all the way from Aries to Pisces, down the zodiacal tree of life. Illuminate your zodiacal crown, golden energy, swirling 12 constellations around the temple. You can see it, can't you, friend? The 12 sacred stones of the zodiacal alignment of the 12 tribes of Israel. That energy is there for you. Mental action, reaction to the law of causation. But the principle of causation does not obtain in the individual, but in the universal mind, right? It is above and beyond the individual. See, where did we get here? Awareness is the first stirrings of the individual mind across the medium of the mutable sphere of influence. So if you've got your chart for the pathways of magic, right? You've got that 3 concentric circles of conscious, subconscious, and unconscious energies, also representative of the now and the past and the future, also representative of the celestial Dantian, terrestrial and infernal Dantians in turn. If you've got that chart, take a moment to meditate on it briefly, right? The conscious, the subconscious, and the unconscious. I'm going to turn on the music for just a moment, guys. I've got some action here in the studio, and I'll be right back with you. Let's go for a 2-minute break. All right, all right, all right. Let's get into it. I like to start off the presentation with a little invocation to the power above ourselves and within ourselves. Holy art thou, Lord of the universe, the vast and the mighty one, creator of heaven and earth, maker of all things visible and invisible, master of both the light and the darkness, he who was, is, and always shall be. We adore thee and we invoke thee. Send us one of your divine spiritual agents, our holy guardian angel, to protect and guide us through the innumerable snares of the earthly sphere, and a cleansing wind to disperse all negativity and endless human opinion. Teach us those things which we must know for the completion of the great work and the glory of thine ineffable name, Adonai. So it is commanded and confirmed, so mote it be. Amen. All right, guys, keep in mind, lines are always open for paranormal encounters. If you are out there and you would like to discuss one of your paranormal encounters, feel free to join today's talk. Hit the like button. Get YouTube's algorithms barking like Pavlov's dog. That's always good fun. Head over to www.buymeacoffee.com/Frank Monday and put a little something in the tip jar. I am your Grand Wizard of the Esoteric Order of Dagon, and we are discussing the 100-Day Challenge, Pathways of Magic. And where we got to was discussing the various levels of your three Dantian, right? So the lower Dantian, the infernal Dantian, is what creates the Jing Qi in the body, as we call in Chinese. You can see here the three treasures of life. There are three treasures in the human life that in Taoism we value, and they manifest on the elixir fields of the three Dantians. There is the upper Dantian, which, if you've studied your Hindu systems, right, your Indian yogas, then you recognize it as the third eye chakra. We just call that the upper Dantian, the celestial Dantian. That's where the Shen resides, the spirit of the human. The Qi is representative and commingles with the heart chakra, or the center Dantian, what we call in the esoteric order of Dagon, we call this the terrestrial Dantian, because it relates to the Christ consciousness and having love and fellowship with your fellow human beings. Then that lower Dantian is referred to as the infernal Dantian, because it's like the realm of demonic energy. It's the energy that wants to escape the body and commingle with the world. It's the sexual energy, right? The psychosexual energy. And so that's the palace of creation of the unconscious, right? The lower super materialized matter. Qi is the realm of the subconscious. And then Shen is the realm of the direct critical factor, the attention point, the guardian at the threshold, the spirit of the human body. Should be the crystal palace and the seat of your throne. It correlates directly with God's throne in heaven. That's why we call it the celestial Dantian. Yeah. So as we get a little deeper into this, you might want to seize the opportunity to take a deep breath. Hold it for a moment and command yourself to relax. As you do so, sink a little deeper into your subconscious mind. Open up that mutable flow of energy. The subconscious can handle far more tasks than the conscious can. If you think about the conscious mind, it can hold within it around, they say the magic number is 5 plus or minus 2. So the least competent intellectual individual can juggle about 3 variables, whereas the genius level intellects can juggle or oscillate through about 7 variables. And so someone who could play the piano or the pipe organ, this is a very high level of ideation. And so they can They can get closer to seven ideas at once, but that's it, right? 7 seconds, seven ideas. This is about all that can be fathomed by the direct conscious mind, whereas the subconscious has the opportunity to correlate between totally unconscious and supraconscious energies. So not only can it operate all of the functions of the body, right? Swirling the atoms throughout the entire physical structure, putting energy into the auric field, controlling the astral body, going to and from via astral travel and the etheric body, and it's operating all of these things: the physical body, the mind, the breathing, the pumping of blood, the secretion of the lymphatic system, the digestive system. All of this is being operated at other than conscious levels, right? Subconscious and even deeper unconscious instinctual levels. So being able to bridge the divide between the universal mind and the individuated mind is what magic and internal alchemy is all about, right? Because you can't always rely on just your conscious attention to take care of everything. Now sometimes you have to let go and draw upon your intuitive faculties to find the way. And what way am I talking about here? Well, in this particular endeavor, it's the pathways of magic. It's your way through the invocation of Ani Yahava, right? Yud, Hey, Vav, Hey. Imagine the Yud appearing as a plasmic flame within the third eye, right? A bright, shining fire, the eternal fire, the ever-burning flame of the ancients. When you invoke Yo, you could touch your forehead if you want to identify that location. All right, that celestial Dantian, the divine spark entering the mind. Yo, imagine it there, the center of the mind's palace. Then draw it further down through Daath, right, through the on the tree of life, and you've got the water manifestation appearing, right, along the shoulders and extending out into the arms, and it's Hey, right? It manifests into the realm. We are created. We are made in the image of the Father, right? So we've got the head, the fiery plasma, and then that watery, mutable energy coming down into the body, forming the upper portion of the torso, right? And then from Da'at, pulling down the Val, right? The Hebrew character of Val, all the way down the center line of the body, through the terrestrial Dantian and down into the sacral center, right, to the sacral pump. And that's Val. Feel it penetrating all the way deep down into you. Then it reaches the Hey, the top of the Hey character at the hips, right? And we do that last and final Hey as it reaches all the way down into the firmament, the manifested. So we have the gaseous energy of the Val, right, with the plasma, the fiery plasma of Yud, the watery transmutable energy of Hay, right, the water, and then the Val, the gaseous energy reaching all the way down into the body through the breath, and then reaching its foundation at the hip center, the lower Dantian, the infernal Dantian, and manifesting as matter and your direct connection to terra firma. Yeah. So that's a good, lovely invocation. It's the abracadabra invocation of I am created through the word, or I am an expression of the four Kabbalistic elements. Of course, with spirit, right? The fifth element, the quintessence, the Aether, the etheric body, but that gives you the basic foundation. You can do it in 4 breaths, or you could do it in 1 breath. You inhale on the Yud, imagining that spark of the divine in the head, hold, and then envisioning the watery energy flowing along the shoulders and arms and down and pooling in the hands. And then exhale, right? So hold. So inhale for 4, hold for 4, and then exhaling that gaseous energy of the Val all the way down through the torso, the core of the body, the trunk of the body, and then hold again, resting at the lower Dantian, and imagining that final hey. So invoke with me. Yod. Hold on hey. Exhale va. And then hold on hey again. Hey. And that is that's the unspeakable name of God, the secret word of Freemasonry. There it is there, the Yahweh, Ani Yahweh. I am at one with creation. Because your body is it's the workshop of the subtle origin. It's the direct manifestation of spirit in this world. I often hear internet gurus talking about their flesh suit, their meat bag, and I think how disrespectful, how profane to discuss God's creation in that manner. These guys really don't have any kind of enlightenment when they discuss the spirit reaching into matter in those terms, in this terms of a flesh suit or a meat bag. That's so absolutely disgusting. That's totally antithetical to spiritual enlightenment. That's not what it is at all. It's a beautiful workshop, a palace of creation of the one God, of the Godhead, of some call Jehovah, right? The Demogorgon, the Yod-He Vahe, whatever it is, the Godhead, the Grand Architect, however you may encode that. But it's a wonderful, beautiful thing. I'd like you to take a moment to have gratitude for that, gratitude that you have a body, that your spirit is able to penetrate into this world and manifest in a physical way. You need to bridge the gap. That's what Tao, the esoteric order of Dagon, is all about. It's bridging the gap between the celestial and the infernal by way of man's unique position on the terrestrial sphere. So have gratitude for that. Feel blessed because you are blessed, and realize that a lot of your spiritual training is coming to fruition. You're right. You're receiving fulfillment, contentment, and joy. The best faculties in this situation are to use your intuitive ones. Breathe deep into the body and hold, and then command the body to relax. And then return to rhythmic breathing and just invoke over and over again joy, contentment, happiness, victory over hardship. You've suffered long enough. You're ready for the return of the king, for that good economy, brisk business, to get out there and provide service to the community. And remember to say thank you, man. Say thank you to your friends and family. Thank you to the American people for making the right choice in this situation. Absolutely. Open yourself up to that community, right? Something like 70% of the American population cast their vote in a direction towards progress, towards making America great again, right? So it's all about this first quarter of the 10th moon is all about clearing and action and building as we go into winter. The start of winter is upon us. It's time for death and rebirth and all of those great things that winter are associated with. I want to take the opportunity to thank you for stopping by today. Good looking out. If it was your first time, don't let it be your last time. Make sure you hit the thumbs up on your way out the door and head over to buymeacoffee.com/Frank Money. Pull something in the tip jar. I certainly appreciate that. Join me on the 100-day challenge, Pathways of Magic, and Ad Astra per Aspera. Into the future we go, and keep doing good magic. Until next time, be well and bye for now.